Hey, we are live again! Today we are actually going to write part of what we had down for our outline for Axel's Root and the Mega Man X interactive story. I don't have the window open that we worked on together, but I still have the notebook that I write in. I will be turning the music back on today. I will not be bringing back the keyboard bloops unless it is requested, because I have a microphone now. So I kind of just added the keyboard sounds to make the stream a little more interesting before I got my microphone. With the sound on, I'll be taking my headphones on and off, which shouldn't affect you guys. And you know, the honorary truces that is, I never took a speech or acting class before, and live streaming with my actual voice, or my voice in general, is still kind of new to me. So please bear with me. Let's all just have a fun time while we write about how Arrow is terrible with Axel, with directing Axel during the day. So let's start our music. Maybe? There you go. And then we also check the levels. The music may be a bit louder than me. I will have to check later. But for now, we are ready to write. Let me actually start with my headphones on. Alright, when we last left off, we finished the outline for Axel's story, which is pretty short, which is great because I'm more of a pantser than an outliner. And we started our little transitionary scene between, you know, the constant between all of the three stories, which is Arrow getting used to the Navigator console. And so our transition scene here is Arrow and Axel just kind of joking around with each other, but it's time to get serious. So let's see, the last thing we wrote here was both of us had to get serious, though. The anomalies were starting to come more clear on the screen, which meant Axel was getting closer. We decided last time that our first branch off would be hiding. I haven't put much thought into whether it's still good or bad or not, like a good or bad choice. I am fairly certain that we're guiding Axel to a bunker that we need to get into that has the intelligence that he wants. So let's go ahead. I kind of wanted to skip ahead a bit. I actually want to go to the transitionary point to Axel copying the data to the batons to so he can send his own out, like drones. But I kind of want to write in order with this with you guys. Let's see. And because we have music today, I feel more obligated to be a little more, to not talk as much. Because again, we're just here to chill, relax. And hopefully brainstorm together. I have about 30 followers, 30 subscribers on YouTube now. If like 3 or 5 would come regularly even after the streams, because I know 12 p.m. on a weekday is not feasible for everyone, but it works for my schedule at the moment. There's less people at home, you know, that kind of deal. So let's see. go. I'm very particular about capitalizing Reploid and Maverick for the X series, because they feel like actual titles to me instead of just regular nouns. This would actually work for the transition for the first choice, actually. Speak up here. Them joking for a bit. If we can always change how much he doesn't how much he goofs off with her as they go on. So let's say hiding is the better choice here, because then you can get some intel. And we'll have stay armed as the alternate choice. Hit that with green. Hit that with red. Double check the previous chapter to make sure I did that. Okay. Sometimes when I'm writing, I get distracted and check my other windows that I have open. So if I'm not doing something for too long, it's because I'm checking other windows. Because, you know, tech addiction. So let's see, Arrow would tell Axel. And let's double check, inherited. Yes, that's the word I want. That's probably still wrong. Oh no, it's right there. Hooray, adverbs! Then let's also add she gets the phrasing up a bit. It auto-filled an arrow for me in the Axel. think I'm gonna keep going with the failure option. Just so we know what the worst of the worst is.
Sorry. I was like smiling too big.
Curious how I didn't officially have. It's a little hard that I did X's story a bit differently than Zero and Axel's. If only because, again, that was like the one I initially started with, and it's the one that you can find on itch.io.
Feel it rush like a hush in the attic.
Bet.
You could see me blush when I tell you all about it. In a moment hit the switch, then a moment in the dark, then a moment so pervasive it was breaking us apart. The galaxy is spreading like a rumor in your jaw. Better keep your plans spinning, better keep the motive tall. There's time inside my tears, making diamonds on the wall. Heavy for a summer night, I confess that I'm a lightweight. Cause fate is rolling up and hate is blowing up. If it's a crime to bend the line, then we should tear it up. And when my wires start to cross, I call you up. I genuinely love to hear your thoughts. Inherited these ways and they came with 7 claws. Like the terror that remains every morning in the dark. And the tethers that you lace only tie you in a knot. Don't fall for all the blame, don't rely on the applause. Dripping for so long, I've been dripping for so long. Dripping for so long, I've been dripping for so long. Your burden was the weight of a feather. I was certain if I waited you'd remember. When the comet took me out into space, when you held your breath, looking at my face. Now I comprehend that death is not the end, and the world that we destroyed wasn't real enough to live in. But I'm alive, yes I'm alive. I can feel it running up and down my spine.
The dangers of playing songs that you like while you write. My singing voice is also weak, so I apologize now.
Dripping for so long. Dripping for so long. I've been dripping for so long.
That's scrape or scrap. The English language is fascinating. Oh, that's scrap. That's scrape. Okay. I think.
Dripping for so long. I've been dripping for so long. Dripping for so long. I've been dripping for so long.
Alright. There's that barrier. So I was using blue to mark the end of that section. I might have to actually change it. Let's write the good one. Axel. Is that too early? I don't even know if I just said it was a bunker. Hang on. Nah, just top secret. No one but us and the boss need to know. We might have to actually extend the bad one. Let's actually get rid of that for now. Because with the bad option, we're finding it by chance. Whereas we have actual intel, but I guess it could be the time difference in time, maybe? Again, let's work on the bad result. So for this one, let's say Axel was moving blindly until Arrow found the signature for the bunker. Finally the song shows up. It's gonna get copyright struck, but definitely want the song to play during the streams before I removed it.
Mama says I'm up to no good again. Couldn't make her proud though I did my best. I feel like a mess.
This song completely wiped my brain clean. I forgot I was gonna write.
I feel like I'm sick, but I'm having trouble swallowing my medicine. Sunday, carry me down to the water, wash me clean. I'm still struggling. Sunday, bury me under the weight of who you need me to be. Can't you see I'm struggling? I keep God locked in a picture frame, so I feel a little better about my number days. Yeah, I confess, the questions and the answers seem to sound the same. I'm just like the rest, standing tall, pretending not to be afraid. Sunday, carry me down to the water, wash me clean. I'm still struggling. Sunday, carry me under the weight of who you need me to be. Can't you see I'm struggling? Sunday come around, lift me up again. Never too proud for a helping hand. I've been feeling down. Can you hear me now? Sunday come around, lift me up again.
Alright, that's our first choice right there, I think.
I've been feeling down.
Can you hear me now?
Sunday, carry me down to the water, wash me clean. I'm still struggling. Sunday, bury me under the weight of who you need me to be. Can't you see I'm struggling?
Unlike with Arrow failing once with 0, I don't think Axel's gonna catch, Axel isn't going to catch Arrow in, like, her bluff from the first time. So let's just still have him be gonna Porky Pig this. Still be
Feel you get closer now.
friendly with her during this point.
You've been, but I need you in my arms, my eyes, my soul, my sunlit skies. Yeah, I need you in my arms now. Closer than you've been. I need you in my life, my eyes, my soul, my sunlit skies. Just a quick wick, summer flame burning in the glass. Gotta dig down low to stay lit.
Alright.
Crazy can't stay long and you wanna move fast, but good things take quit. Give me your devotion, baby, and the simple charms that thrill me so good. Feel the race of our hearts, strip the paint from the cars, steady as we move. Don't got money on my mind, go and search my thoughts. Only green on the river banks. Throw my pennies on your line to fill you up. Pour my love down and make it rain. 'Cause I need you in my arms, my eyes, my soul, my sunlit skies. Yeah, I need you in my
Kind of feel like I'm using moving on and moving forward too much.
Feel you get closer now, much closer than you've been. But I need you in my arms, my eyes, my soul, my sunlit skies. Yeah, I need you in my arms now. Closer than you've been. I need you in my life, my eyes, my soul.
Actually,
my sunlit
they're not actually called
skies.
batons in the X series. I'll check the wiki in a minute after I get this thought out. Excuse me.
go and search my thoughts. Only you on my riverbanks. Throw my hours on your line, no need to rush. Pour my love down to make it rain. Cause I need you in my arms, my eyes, my soul, my sunlit skies. Yeah, I need you in my arms. Ooh, feel you get closer.
Alright, let's bounce over to the wiki.
Much closer than you've been, but I need
Wait
you
for it to
in my
load.
my eyes, my soul, my sunlit skies. Yeah, I need you in my
Even without, even with an ad blocker on, this site is ridiculous. Oops. Didn't mean to push you exactly.
My sunlit skies. I need you in my arms.
No, they are just still batons, technically. And we're vampire-y. You're just little guys. Who could say no to that face? Like, these are literally just bats, but like... those are vampires. Like... so let's... So we decided that the baton choice was going to be bad. For Axel to copy them and deploy them. Nope. That is not what I wanted that to do. So, that leads us with our next question. How could copying the batons, we probably already discussed this, but it was like a whole last week ago, so. Excuse me again. The air quality is terrible today and I can't breathe, so why not? Correctly, please just do it! Oh, here it is. And instead of 8 o'clock, let's say 9 o'clock.
stuck in all this trouble.
Oh, you're blind faithful to Monday, Axel.
I was living in my bubble. With all my dreams I put on hold, then I met you. You got me sober, you. When you came over, like a jack in a box, you're turning up and save me. You've got it, I need it, so lucky. I can say by the bell, you see it, I get it, free falling. It's so easy to tell that I'm under your spell.
Just now realize I don't have the now playing.
I love it.
Hang on, we're only like
I gotta say by the bell,
30 minutes in, that's fine.
I can say by the bell. Time went by, I didn't see you. Summer rain was slowly fading into fall. Another party feeling so blue. Out of nowhere you are standing here so true. It's hard to stay cool. You are touching my soul like a genie in a bottle. You are back to save me. You've got it, I need it, so lucky. I can say by the bell, you see it, I get it, free falling. It's so easy to tell that I'm under your spell. You've got it, I love it. I can say by the bell. I can say by the bell.
Recon.
You've got it, I need it, so lucky. I can say by the bell, you see it, I get it, free falling. It's so easy to tell that I'm under your spell. You've got it, I love it.
That's so wrong, I think.
I can say by the bell. I can say by the bell. It's so easy to tell that I'm under your spell.
Thought for a second I wanted to do a spout, but nah, spit was what I was intending here.
I can say by the bell. I can say by the bell. I can say by the bell. I can say by the bell.
kind of want to make a dependent choice here on if Arrow's already messed up. Just like a that was close, too close kind of thing. Let's actually add that conditional branch. I can be satisfied with that. And we'll put blue down there so we know that section's done. The problem with this now is that we don't have... Sorry, I keep flipping screens. Like I said, sometimes when I'm just trying to focus, I do that. Or I'm just thinking. Because we don't copy the batons, Axel would have to get recon on foot. I actually want to check Tyrannus Builder real quick. I want to see what I have for the branching options for X. Excuse me. So let's encourage and remain quiet. Introduce weight. So I tend to have them at least. I know I have a go get 'em X in here somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, so at least 3 words I think is my minimum for the buttons. Just to make sure they all look nice. Okay, get rid of that. Let's move forward from there, because I can't really think of where to go from here. Because again, he's just moving forward. This is like... I might come back to that. we are at approaching our last choice. How did I describe that earlier? How are we describing this mysterious thing that we're following? Just as anomalies, I think. Uh-oh, we're at 105, columns. Rows? Rows. No, columns. Sideways is rows. Just so I don't feel so bad. Okay. Zeros went to 125. I don't feel so bad now. Still longer than I expected to be. Like, jeez. X is really the tutorial mode in this game. There's a squirrel with a nut in his mouth out my window. He's being so careful. One of the squirrels we have is a freaking spaz. Like, I literally saw it, watch it for like a solid 3 minutes just bounding off the tree, like the base of the tree. I'm like, either you have something or you are having the time of your life, my dude. Alright, back to this. I think I found the source of the anomalies. No, I feel like I'm spelling that wrong. Have I been spelling that wrong? Anomaly, I am. Anomaly. Do I pronounce it with an A? Maybe that's what it's. Anomalies. Or maybe it's just because I got my A and my O confused. That happens. Wait. Now I need to go back and like... I will pull this into a proper word processor before... at least something with autocorrect, because you do have spell check, you just aren't automated for some strange reason, which I kind of get, but you know. But I'll pull it into a word processor that has spell check on it, so alrighty, so let's add about 20 more rows. That's what, we're not gonna reach it in 20 in another, well, let's add 5 more rows for prosperity. Cause I have a feeling we're not gonna be done yet. Alrighty. Let's put Axel's confidence to the test. And of course, camouflage is the obvious answer here. And I think this way, if we have a success from this one, we'll say he got in the back way. Obviously, even if this is right, he'll fail either way. Maybe we'll say a scanner went off. Because I think I've been basing the good and bad answers off of how the last choice goes. Yeah, kind of. I actually expanded. I think X has like 4 different variations. Zeros is kind of neutral because it was just taking down someone. And if he's beat up because someone's a terrible navigator, then he can't exactly move forward. I was just typing this and I was like, Axel will be like, oh, hell yeah! It said we'll substitute it with the I could hear his grin from here. Specify this that this is a bunker, I don't think. Have I? Let's say that it looks like a bunker that's all guarded up with a biometric scan or something. Think we can crack it? I use we in a general sense a lot because I just read. Alrighty. Axel is in for the good ending. Well, we have him in a spot where it can be either or. Because there is a chance that this is like your only proper option here. So let's go over. Question this. I kind of feel like I want to like change his face sprite during this to make it conditional, so it feels like he's sassing her a bit more. But I'm also just working off the mugshots from X8, I think it is. Yeah, because X7 had pre-rendered character sprites, whereas in X8 they were drawn. So I don't think topical is the word I want here, but let's just say surface area. And he's definitely gonna get caught while he tries to go around to this back entrance, just so we can still be flexible with a good and bad result on either side. Let's see. No, I don't think this is quite at the point where we can, what do you call that thing? Not supposed to be ensued. Which I think it starts with an I. No, it does not. Merriam-Webster, save me. Save me, Merriam-Webster. Okay. Okay. Alright. feel like that's kind of mean. At this point, they're sassing each other. Alrighty, so now we're actually on at time right now. Let's pause our music, so we can talk proper. I think this is pretty good progress for what we have today, because we pretty much went from like here to all the way down here. I don't have an estimated word count for that, but I say it's pretty darn good. And I did start these streams off for the interactive story with 0. Like, I still had this section to finish out. I think part of this was still working out, because I think I made these notes during the stream. So I think we are good to go for writing today. We'll do the end results next time we meet. I will not be streaming next week because my family is going to visit my grandmother out of state. And I do not have any kind of device to lug around with me. So please follow that coffee link. I would like to buy some food from Dollar Tree so I can sustain myself until September. So thank you very much for everyone who joined in. Please share if you like this content, these kind of streams. Again, I'm using filler words because I'm just trying to think of ways to say goodbye. Just go, goodbye. So for now, I believe that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Follow the coffee link. And another reason why, besides wanting food, is because I actually don't know if it works or not. I've had that link for 10 years now and no one's donated. So please, if there's a problem donating, if you have tried donating and you get an error or something about like improper payment or something, do let me know, because it's very likely I just need to reconnect PayPal or something. So thank you again. We'll probably be back the 3rd of August. We'll see how it goes after I get back from vacation. Goodbye.